Hey guys, LEL here, bringing you my thoughts on gaming news today. First up, my update on Zelda is I hit a bit of a roadblock. For those of you who have played the game, there is basically a section where you're able to do a boss rush mode. And the goal for me was to finish 8 bosses in a row to get the last shield in the game, which is basically the iconic healing shield from all the Zelda games. I was 6 bosses in when my power went out for literally 2 seconds. And I sat there frozen, looking at the screen. And it was just heartbreaking. I literally looked outside my window, and there was not a cloud in the sky. It was broad daylight, and I literally wanted to cry. So I hit that roadblock, but I'm getting past it, getting past it. Moving on, last time I talked about Kickstarter, I had told you about the Double Fine Kickstarter project. Well, another Kickstarter project that really caught my eye is the project called Ouya, and it's basically these guys. They're basically trying to make a new system, like literally a system to, for like to compare with Xbox and Sony and the Wii. They're literally trying to make a new system, and it's really fascinating. They have like a whole mess of uploads and designs, and they're literally going step by step. And if you pay, I think it's $99, you get one when it's done, and it is really fascinating. Apparently, you can download all it's gonna be like it's open sourced, so technically anybody can develop for it. And like from the specs, they have specs up, and from the specs I've seen, it's gonna be pretty powerful. I'm not a technical guy, so I don't know how, but I know a little bit. But for what I see, it looks like it's gonna be pretty badass, and it's something that when I get paid, I'm gonna totally donate and check it out. And I recommend you guys to give it a look. At least give it a look. Next, they released a Zone of Enders HD trailer. It's 7 minutes long, and I watched it, and it's not a new trailer. It's basically the second run, the Zone of Enders 2. It's the trailer for Zone of Enders 2, just re-released. It is not new at all. It's almost exactly the same. I think they maybe changed one or two scenes and one or two art decals at the end of the trailer, but that's it. It's basically the exact same trailer. But either way, I am super excited for that collection. I own the PS2 versions of both those games, and they are one of my absolute favorites. And I am going to definitely buy it. It is just, you gotta check it out. Well, not just game shows, but a new cinematic for The Last of Us came out, and it shows off a new character named Bill. And the cinematic is like almost 3 minutes long, and it is freaking amazing. I really suggest you guys give it a look. It really shows Ellie, the girl. She is one badass little girl. Let me tell you that right now. Check out the trailer, and I was really worried about how her character would come off, but after seeing this cinematic, I no longer have any doubts, and I'm really looking forward to this game, and I really suggest everybody check that out. And the last thing I want to talk about is new footage of demos have been released for Resident Evil 6. And I gotta say, I don't think that game's going to be that great. Don't get me wrong. The game is gonna be pleasing to those who enjoy the Resident Evil story and who have been fans for a long time. They will be pleased. But for some guy who's just picking it up on the go, I don't think it's gonna be that good a game. The game it has gone off too far from what it was. It is way too action heavy, and from what I've seen, like in the demo that I've seen, there was I don't know if it was just me, but there were still some glitches that I saw. Like I literally saw like a zombie get kicked, and they were on stairs, and when he kicked the zombies literally stayed floating in the air for a bit, and then the person kicked them again, and they fell. And I don't know, and then the camera movement looked way too shoddy, and I mean, I'm fine with all the moving and shooting. That's fine with me. But I don't know, like the way the camera is, I see too many problems coming with this game. I mean, I'm gonna buy it, and I'm pretty certain that I'm going to enjoy it. But for I don't know, for those of you who are really looking for a die-hard Resident Evil experience, I don't think you're gonna get it. I really think the series has gone way too far off the end, and not just Chris and Jake anymore, but even Leon. The new demo for Leon, even that one looked way too action heavy. There was no suspense. There was no horror. It's you're constantly shooting. It doesn't look like you're running out of bullets at all. I still believe that Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil in the series. It was a perfect blend between action, survival, and horror. It was the perfect trinity. You had the survival of the ammo was limited, and you had to resource it well, and like the horror was great. Like the regenerators to this day, whenever I get to that section, for those of you know what I'm talking about, it still scares the bejesus out of me. And the action is just the game is action packed to begin with. Is amazing, and I really don't see Resident Evil 6 living up to that standard. Resident Evil 5, I've stated before, I thought was a good game, but not really a good Resident Evil. But 6, I don't know, I don't know. It just doesn't look that great to me anymore. I mean, again, I'm probably going to play it and love it, but for those of you, I really can't say. But that's it for today. You guys take care. Remember, I'm just a gamer, and have a good one, alright?